have no name. I'm having a blind date in my home. Welcome to Jackass.
Hello and welcome to your very special, very late holiday special from Cheap Smut. My name is Katie Mizell.
And my name is Max Joy.
I know it's been a while, listener, but we're really glad you're here. How you doing?
I am so confused.
I know, right? It feels weird.
It does. We haven't done this in approximately 7 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's the end of November.
Mm-hmm.
We went on an impromptu hiatus,
Mm-hmm.
not just from the show, but from each other. We haven't seen each other.
This is not the first time you made that joke.
Is it?
No.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I listen to our show a lot. I know your bits really well.
Oh yeah, no. I've only got like the 4.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
But they're all good, so it's fine.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I've been really better. I shouldn't say I've been really good because we went on an impromptu hiatus.
Yeah, right.
So to sort of catch everybody up and then hand the reins over to you, we were in the midst of Ghostlight Fall, and we were about to wrap it up and kind of move into the Smutco holidays. We love the holidays here. And then we just hit a wall where we were like, we have been doing this for 3 years, really consistently. I mean, there was a period where it was just every week without fail. We missed a few here and there. We went to a bi-weekly schedule, but just after a while, we just had to take a break. And I think it really kind of crystallized for me when folks were like, oh no, man, like we can't believe you've done you did this for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like consistently.
Yeah. And
we talked about what was going to happen next with the show, if we were going to continue the show. We're obviously here
yes,
because we want to continue the show, but the show is not going to be the same going forward. I mean, the show will be the same.
Mm-hmm. The
show
schedule
itself,
won't.
The schedule won't be the same. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that our lives are changing quite dramatically. If you don't follow us on social media, I understand, because I don't like social media. I don't follow us on social media.
Mm-hmm.
We've been very fortunate to be a single income house pretty much for the entirety of our child's life.
Mm-hmm. Our oldest
child's life. We've been very fortunate. And that just is no longer tenable.
No.
And it really, I mean, I don't know if the state of the world being what it is, it's just we can't, even though we live in a relatively affordable part of the country, we can't do it on mine own income alone anymore. Mm-hmm. So we made the decision, you're going to go back to work, get back into the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking forward to that. I mean, there's a lot of other benefits as well. But going forward, making a podcast, even a bi-weekly podcast, where a big chunk of that preparation involves reading, you're not going to be able to commit that much time to that anymore.
Yeah, I don't have the kind of time I won't have the kind of time that I used to have going forward. Hopefully I'll have a job relatively soon, and I'll be able to say, yay, I did it, and read when I can.
Right, 100%.
But in the meantime, I don't want to stop making the show entirely. Mm-hmm. So going forward, we have decided we're just going to sort of do it when we can do it, when we have the time, the energy, when there's a book that I really want to share, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And beyond that, we're going to take it light and easy until the transition into this new phase of our lives has smoothed out a bit. And then we will reevaluate again and decide what we're doing from there.
Right. But we decided that ultimately we don't want to just put this figurative baby to bed just yet. We love this community. We love our very unique place in the community, and we have fun occupying the space that we occupy within this community. So we don't want to fully disconnect from that.
No.
And so we're not going to. But for example, we are not going to be attending Sinful Signings as a podcast.
No.
But you, unless something precludes you from doing so, you will be in attendance.
Yes.
Just as you.
I will be there because Sinful Signings is family.
Yeah.
And I won't miss the family reunion unless I really have to.
Right.
But as a podcast, no, I don't think we will. I mean, maybe I will represent Cheap Smut in some capacity, but we won't be able to do it the same for a little while, and that's okay. And I know they understand that. So
yeah, and that's true. That's really true. I mean, when people think of the show, they think of you. Ultimately,
I mean, I guess I don't know.
I mean, that's the way I hope people take it, because I like to be perceived as minimally as possible.
That's true. You do.
So.
Unless you are on a cover.
Exactly.
In which case it's that's a veneer.
Yeah, exactly. That is a veneer. I would, if I'm on a cover of a book, yes, but otherwise, please feel free to pay attention to my wife way more than you're paying attention to. Hey, Himbo Jones. Himbo Jones has come into the studio.
Hello. How you doing, Mr. Bones?
He's been doing really good. He's been such a boy. We were just talking about how since we last recorded, he has really turned a corner behavior-wise.
Mm-hmm. One of the reasons why I felt like I needed to take a break from doing the show is because his behavior problems were stressing me out.
Yeah.
And I needed to put more focus on those problems. And I think we have done that. I mean, it wasn't just me.
No.
One person in a household can't train a dog. A whole household has to train a dog. And I think we're doing pretty good.
No, I think we're doing great.
Yay, us.
Shout out to the kids as well. The kids have adapted really well. I guess the other, so Himbo's doing good. You're getting a job.
Yeah.
My mental health has improved. So
Yay.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That was a big part of it, a big part of the hiatus as well, which was just, I was miserable. Just absolutely, just the depression was just depressing in such a depressing way. And I finally made the big step for me that I had resisted for many, many years. I finally was like, I should probably get on medication. For many years, I had a lot of personal trauma, medical trauma, and issues around wanting to be on a maintenance medication of that sort. But I finally had to just sort of suck it up and deal with it. And I'm glad that I did. There's a better version, like I've said to you before, if there's a better version of me out there available to you and the family, I want to tap into that. So I don't think that's going to affect me on the show.
No, but I don't think so.
But it's so funny. I just like I feel like my relationship to these types of medications is akin to my relationship with my TAP debit card. I held on to that last debit card for so long that I didn't get my first like TAP debit card until this year.
Yeah.
And
so last year now.
Last year. Thank you. And so I don't know. Like sometimes people still have to prompt me to like tap in the correct place or to tap at all. It's the same thing with antidepressants. Like I don't know anything about them, but they've been part of the culture in the lexicon for so long that there's almost this entire language that I have to learn and culture that I sort of have to understand, where I'm thinking like, oh my, is this normal? Is this normal? Is this weird? Is this normal? And everybody's like, yeah, man, just shut up and take your fucking drugs and be happy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, doing a lot of Googling of side effects when you go on a long-term mental health medication is part of the process. I think almost everybody does it because you're altering your brain chemistry and you don't know what's normal. And that's a little scary.
Yeah.
Right? But this is why there are step programs step programs in most cases shouldn't be applied, right? Most of the time, a doctor knows what the hell medication you should be on, and your insurance should not be requiring a step program.
No.
But when you, the individual, says, I have something wrong with my brain and I'm not entirely sure how to combat it best, the doctor says, this is where we bring in the step program. And we start with this and then we work our way up, and it's working for you.
Yeah.
And that's making me really happy because you're settling well and it's working and you're happy with it. And I'm really proud of you, because you took a really big step after years of resisting it.
Well, I like I said, I don't know if I made this comparison out loud, but I definitely had this thought, which is like I view my brain as sort of like a messy office. But it's a mess, but I know where everything's at. And I was afraid that like if I started taking medication, like everything would still be there, but who moved my sense of humor? Where's my libido? I know I kept it over here in the corner so I could just grab it.
Now I have to find it again.
Now I have to go digging for it.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
It's all organized.
Yeah. Where'd you put my libido?
Don't worry. It's still there. Trust me.
I found it. It's there. And so now I have to schedule a follow-up with my nurse practitioner, and now I'm having a little anxiety about that because like I'm waiting for her to say, well, and I'll be like, well, I don't know if I feel better, but I don't feel worse.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
let's
let's keep on going with this until we see more or less. Yeah. That's how it works.
Exactly.
With these drugs, it took me a year on a different medication to realize that medication really wasn't working the way I thought I wanted, and conveyed that information to my doctor and got on new medication, or my nurse practitioner, I should say, got on new medication. And now I'm like, oh, this is what we were trying to achieve. This is what we were trying to achieve. The last thing was like Timu this. And it's a weird dance all the time.
You got the cheaper version on Amazon, but now you know you like it.
Yeah, so now I'm getting the good stuff, and I'm going to realize how good it really is. Yeah. Also, I have the lovely comorbidity of ADHD, which means my brain is super adaptable to these things, and it will eventually decide that the medication doesn't work anymore. Fuck you.
Exactly.
And we have to get on a new one. It's stupid. I hate brains. They're so fucking dumb.
They're the dumbest. But speaking of the good stuff.
Good stuff.
You read some books.
Yes. Tangent over. I did read books. A book, technically.
But technically a book. So we originally intended this to be a holiday episode over the break, but the break was stressful because in the midst of all that, I took our son to Pittsburgh. I took him to Awesome Games Done Quick. I've talked about GDQ on the show before. I got to actually go and attend the event in person. It was fantastic. Our son had a great time. But we were preparing for that, and then we were going to have friend of the show Josh Feckety on the show, like in person. He was supposed to come up and hang out for our Friendsgiving holiday party, Friendsmas thing. But then that kind of fell apart, and it was just stress. Yeah, and then we just kind of kept putting it off, and then we decided on this new schedule. So for this episode, you revisited one of our favorites, the first. We on one of our bonus episodes, we named this author like the first ever something. I can't remember. Like we named.
I can't even
named her to some committee or something. But we love her to death, and that's Holly Wilde.
Yes, that's Holly Wilde. I wish I could remember every wonderful thing I've ever said about her, but that's a lot of stuff. And like I said, I have ADHD, so I forget a lot of things. Yeah. But Holly Wilde released a holiday short story collection, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, that's going to be a Christmas episode. Did it become a Christmas episode? No, absolutely not, because the holidays were stressful and everything was kind of shitty and our brains were working against us, etc.
Oh, and our furnace fucking went out.
And our furnace went out. We had to get a whole brand new furnace.
I was forgetting the other extremely stressful thing.
Yeah. The reason I'm getting a job now, because it threw off our entire budget for the next 5 years to drop a bunch of money on this fucking furnace that wasn't that old, but was just doomed to failure because of poor engineering. Yeah. So
they were like, yeah, you're right on the cusp at the end of this previous generation of terrible engineering.
Yeah. So hooray. But now when our furnace turns on, it doesn't sound like our house is going to take off into space because it used to sound like a rocket ship gearing up. But yeah, so everything was stressful. This didn't get read until after the holidays. But what I ended up doing was buddy reading it with S.A. Bird. Oh, yeah. During that week between Christmas and New Year's where time doesn't exist. Yeah. And by buddy read, what I mean is we read it at the exact same time. They're very short little nibbles of stories, and they're quick to get through. So we would just read one and then text each other, or in one case we actually video called to just jab at each other or gab at each other about how wonderful and silly these books are.
I remember that because I feel like our daughter was just wanting to impose her will on the conversation.
Oh, she wants to impose her will on all conversations. She loves being the center of attention.
Yeah.
God bless her. I'm not going to stifle her light. I am going to ask her to move it off screen so I can have a conversation with my friend. But so we enjoyed reading this together immensely. I think reading it during that weird Las Vegas time period actually kind of...
That liminal week.
Yeah, that weird liminal week actually kind of contributed to my enjoyment of this because it's so fucking weird and I was already floating through space. And it was like, yay, this is even better. Look at how fun. So I really enjoyed this. I haven't even said the name of it. Okay, this is... My Boyfriend Has a Christmas Train, Peen, and Other Holiday Classics by Holly Wilde.
I love the hubris
Oh, God, yes.
of calling the book and other holiday class. It's
Yes.
it's like Greatest Hits Volume 1.
Yes.
And it's their debut.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because they are classics.
They are.
In our little world.
They are.
Yeah.
And I love them. I love them. Stop staring at my boobs, sir. I can see you. I can see you looking down. Okay, so this book.
Titties be banging, though.
Thank you. My Boyfriend Has a Christmas Train, Peen, and Other Holiday Classics by Holly Wilde is available for $4.99 or through Kindle Unlimited $11.99 to buy a print-on-demand copy. I did my best to give the triple T's, but there's no content pages in the book, and it's 3 different full stories, and I just gathered what I could of all of this. So for our triggers, literally the loosest of all explanations.
Is that the trigger?
That's the trigger. If you need an explanation, you're not going to find it here. And if that's going to trigger you, skip it. Skip this.
The loosest suggestion of a plot.
I mean... Yes, and yes, because that's what Holly does. You don't need an explanation.
No.
It's absurdism at its peak, and that's why I love her. So for the rest of our triggers, sentient objects, truly strange anatomy, accidental use of magic, accidental transfiguration, dubious consent, sexual injury, and truly advanced puns.
Oh, boy.
For our tropes, all of these short stories are FM heterosexual erotica. They are all holiday themed, though not specifically Christmas related. They are all holiday themed. And flagrant misuse of the "it was only a dream" trope. And for our titillations, his peen is a train. No, really. One guy is a truck. No, really. Insertion of a foreign object / insertion of a possibly sentient object, oral sex, vaginal sex, anal sex with fingers and foreign objects, and one truly unfortunate money shot. And then I also have a disclaimer at the bottom of this. Peppermint burns on contact with any mucosa membrane. Sexual contact with peppermint should be avoided for your safety. Yeah? There you go.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
No?
But we don't have much of a choice. We've come this far.
Sunk cost fallacy. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is actually a collection of 4 stories that Holly has so generously penned for us for the holidays. But it's 3 stories and 1 truly incredible pun. Okay. I know that we are now past all of the holidays, but I wanted to discuss my personal favorite holiday. I even wrote it down, the inauguration of Zoran Mamdani. Yay! So there's always room for Christmas and romance in my world, so that's why I read these. Let's begin with My Boyfriend Has a Christmas Train, Peen.
Okay.
So we drop right into a first date, which is already in progress between our FMC, who doesn't have a name. As far as I can tell. We're inside her head the whole time. She never thinks her own name. Do you think your own name often? I don't.
That's always, you jackass.
It's always just like, bitch, the fuck are you doing in there? Shut it. So she does not have a name, and as far as I know, not much of a description at all. But she is on a first date with our MMC. His name is Reed, and he is described as looking like he fell directly out of an American truck commercial with like a flannel shirt and sandy blonde hair and a lopsided grin, that guy. And this date is going really well. They are at her house. Wild, by the way. When S.A. Bird and I were talking about this, she's like, I went back and checked. She's having a blind date in her home. Wild behavior. That's the craziest part about all of this. What do you mean? Hi. In your home?
Hi, I have no name. I'm having a blind date in my home. Welcome to Jackass.
Exactly. And she was just like, what do you mean? And I was like, what do you mean? I thought they went to a restaurant first because she made a joke about like dry breadsticks or whatever. But no, they're in her home. And she's like happy to have decorated her home for the holidays because it's lending the whole thing a really cozy vibe, and the snow is falling outside and the conversation is flowing with this guy. And it's just, everything is just wonderful.
The vibes for your imminent murder are immaculate.
Fantastic. Ho, ho, holy shit, you dumb bitch, right? So they are already making out and pawing at each other. Like, that's the first paragraph. They're already having a fantastic time. And the first words out of our FMC's mouth are, is that a Christmas train in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? And Holly, I know that's how you started this whole thing. Just in the back of your head, that's how it began.
Yeah.
And who are you? Who are you, woman? Anyway, so Reed asks, can't it be both? And she's like, I think he's making a joke about the fact that the bulge in his pants is huge. But they just keep making out and like grinding together. And because of what's happened, like all the mashing together of faces and stuff, she's not quite sure what she starts hearing something weird in the background, and she thinks it might be a whistle, but then she's like, nah, it's just like smacking faces and like moans and hands and hair or whatever. But then
yeah, that's it. That sounds an awful lot like a train whistle.
Right. Well, she tries to ignore it, but the whistle happens again and it's louder. Right. And then there is sort of like a rhythmic chug, 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 and like the clack of train tracks. And she can tell it's coming from in his pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's so ridiculous.
I know. It's so great, right?
Yes.
It's amazing. So he stands up and she takes his pants off, and there is a Christmas train hanging. His dick is the engine of a Christmas train, the kind of train that you should see like circling around the base of a very like old Americana Christmas kind of ideal. Yeah. It's got wheels and an axle. It's got a little smokestack that puffs out. She says it puffs pre-cum. I don't know what that means, but it's fucking funny.
No, you know exactly what it means.
Oh, but yeah, I do. But it's hilarious. And it even has a spotlight on the front, right above the slit. Yeah. And so here I was thinking, when I first started reading this, I was thinking that it was like a little red and black, like maybe plastic or aluminum if it was really an antique, like Christmas train. No. Holly felt the need to hurt me personally, and she made it out of flesh. It's a fucking fleshy train.
God.
In it, she calls it a fleshy carriage, and I literally squeaked out loud in horror. I was like, ah! Because why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? I mean, fuck.
Would you like to take a ride on my fleshy carriage?
No. It has a cow catcher, Max. It has a cow catcher on the front of it. A little fucking fleshy cow catcher. It has a smokestack. It's shaped like a train. Oh God. Anyway, so she is fully on board with all of this. Like, she literally says, all aboard.
Yeah.
Of course she does. And he makes a joke about the conductor needing to see a ticket. And I was like, Holly, you're better than this. But she's not.
No.
She's not.
We know better.
So she's really excited because that pun is very playful and she loves a playful lover. She's like, yeah, let's get into it. She gets down on her knees to get a closer look at it. She like cradles it in her hands and I don't know, she's like admiring the craftsmanship of it or something. And then of course she has to put it in her mouth because at the end of the day, we're all primates and we put things in our mouths for exploratory purposes, right? It's like weird to get around all the funky angles and stuff and like the wheels move in her mouth. No thanks. No thanks.
No. Shut up.
But after a while, she really gets into it and she gives a very enthusiastic blowjob. And he gets super close, but he manages to hold himself back from coming, but not before. When he gets really close, the whistle blows.
Of course, yeah.
And it blows so loud it like rattles her whole fucking skull. Oh. And she goes like momentarily deaf. That's crazy. That was a good one. So when he pulls it out of her mouth, this really fucked me up. When he pulls it out of her mouth, it's all like, you know, wet. And it's got little windshield wipers that wipe off the little windows.
Which are just flesh.
Which I think are just flesh. I don't know.
This is all.
It's actually horrifying.
This is all very upsetting.
It is, obviously.
You should have put a body horror.
I'm sorry. Put one at the top. Put one in the show notes. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah. Because
the more I think about it, the more horrific it really becomes. You know, under the light of the day. Not. I can't.
Now that I say this out loud, where God can hear.
She would fucking love this shit if she were real. Okay, so what did I write? I said his little windshield wipers clear the front windows and I fell over and died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So she takes a second, gets herself adjusted, and it gets a finger into his bum. Before continuing on the train job.
In his caboose.
Yeah. And when he finally does come in her mouth, she says, in addition to like the whistling, it lights up. Like the light becomes very bright, I guess. And the actual fluid tastes like oil, like buttered chestnuts or something. It's very oily and thick. I don't know, man.
Her cheeks glow.
Yes. See? Yes. Yeah. Okay. You get it.
I wish I didn't.
Also, when he comes in that moment, he moans, choo choo. And I was like, if that happened in real life, I would ruin the moment.
Oh, 100%.
110% by accident. Because if you were like, choo, choo, I'd be like, what?
Hold on. Time out. Divorce.
Get off and tell me what the fuck just happened. Right?
I declare divorce upon you.
Look. If Michael Scott can declare bankruptcy, I can declare divorce for that shit. Yeah. No judge would disagree. I'm getting everything. Yep. All of it.
Yep.
And then we're shunning you.
Fair.
But anyway, so he lays her down and strips her at this point, and then she's like, do you think it'll fit? Girl, you already put that in your mouth.
Yeah, your mouth is less able.
I think it'll fit.
Yeah.
I really do. But the fact that you're only concerned now is a little concerning for me personally. Anyway, it does fit. Yes, obviously. But she has to get on top to like get it in safely because his smokestack makes it kind of weird to like get the angle for the first couple of inches. But then once it's in there, it becomes a G-spot stimulator. So huzzah, right? Once she's actually safely and fully seated, she rolls them under the tree where a Christmas train belongs, obviously, is what she says. And then what happens after I don't really know how to describe it without using faces that really don't translate into this medium, because like his wheels were turning inside of her, and like she can see the smokestack in her belly like a shark fin. That shit was fucking crazy. And then when he comes, his head like again gets super bright and the whistle blows very loud. And while it wasn't mentioned, I feel like she would light up like a fucking glowworm. That would happen with the parameters that I have been given, and that is fucking crazy, my guy. That's the craziest thing I've ever read.
I'm upset.
I can tell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
This is Holly Wilde, though. Like, I don't know what to do.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. So
in
anyway,
for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go.
It's upsetting. It's right there in big letters in my notes. Upsetting.
Wrote it down and everything. Even had it underlined.
But they had a fabulous time, both of them, Reed and our FMC. That's all we need to know, right?
All I care
Yep.
about.
And when everything is said and done and they're laying together under the tree, they're all sweaty and happy. And she decides that she likes this guy a lot and she wants him to be her boyfriend.
She decides to tell him her name.
I guess now you can know.
He won't kill me if I don't tell him my name.
That's not how that works at all. They truly don't care.
No, but
anyway, yeah. So, in their pillow talk, she asks him. So she's like, "So, Christmas train? Like, the fuck?" And he's basically like, "Yeah, my mom was a human and my dad was a train. And now that more people are fucking sentient objects, this is bound to happen, right? Like, I am the natural result." And she was like, "Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, Merry Christmas." And I went, that was it? That was the end? No more explanation? Okay, yeah. So the loosest of all possible explanations
again
was given to us.
My favorite episode of our show is Earth.
Yes.
By Holly Wilde.
Yes.
The first time we encountered her work.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about that in that episode. How did no one notice?
No, not forever. Nobody ever noticed that the Earth is actually shaped like a giant cock.
Never, not once.
Yep. We all thought it was round the whole time.
Go.
And, yep. Holly Wilde is a mad, mad god, and I love her.
Nope.
I love it. Everything she's ever written, I've just been like, yes, do this.
I'm upset, but I'm entertained.
Yeah, but I'm happy about it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Sort of like watching a horror movie. This is my version of watching a horror movie.
I would rather be subjected to this than the 4th season or the 5th season of Stranger Things.
I have to finish the 5th season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Last couple episodes.
This is absurd.
Yep.
And just out there. It's just like, how far can you take
How
this?
far can you go?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
It's the best. I love it.
And I'm sitting over here. I'm titillated.
I know you
It's
are.
not just your titties, which are banging.
Oh, thanks.
You're hot as always.
Aw, thank you.
But it's still like an arousing.
Yeah.
People are fucking.
Yeah. People are fucking. And one of them has an appendage shaped like an actual train, and that's upsetting.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. But they're still fucking.
But I'm still like kombucha girling my way through.
Yeah, right?
Speaking of, what's next?
What's next? Oh, that's so great. I'm glad that you asked. The next one is Yule Be Coming. Y-U-L-E, exactly as you think.
I should be so lucky. Let's go.
Colon.
Uh-oh.
The Christmas truck who's down to fuck. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is the story of our MMC, the little red truck hauling a Christmas tree.
Is that what he goes by?
He doesn't have a name. He's the little red truck.
He's the little red truck. Okay.
That's all. He doesn't really have a name. We're inside his head. And once again, how often do you think of your own name? He doesn't. So he is an icon of Americana Christmas, right? He is a classic flatbed with wooden rails and a bright red paint job hauling a Christmas tree. He's an American-made truck. I just don't know what kind. Probably a Chevy or something. Definitely not a Ford. Anyway, he didn't used to be an icon, right? Our guy used to be a regular old fucking truck. he used to do a job where he would haul things around, but then suddenly one day people started taking his picture because he was a little red truck hauling a Christmas tree. Well, I'll be. And he became this weird icon overnight. People admire his red paint against snowy backdrops, and they print his pictures on calendars and mugs. And now he only gets pulled out like once a year to take pictures with, and then he goes right back into storage, and he's feeling a little sentient objectified, honestly. It's not great for him.
People only want him for his body.
Exactly. They only want him for the nostalgia, for what he represents, not for what he truly is, right? And it's starting to really get to him. So when we meet him, he is telling all of this to a bartender named Wendy, who serves him yet another round of eggnog and listens as he explains, like, all Decembers are now really overwhelming. I get pulled out of storage, I get covered in garland and lights, and I have to smile for the cameras while people pay to take their picture with me. And like, I can't handle it anymore. The weight of all of the expectations is truly killing me. I am now representative of everyone's nostalgia for a time that never actually existed. Please, like, help me. I'm dying. I'm a truck.
The last book had a guy with a train for a dick.
Yeah.
This one has a truck
having an existential crisis.
Yes,
it does. This guy is, the funniest part is, in my head the whole time, this guy was basically Mater from Cars.
Yeah.
But hot somehow. I don't know. Certainly not voiced by Larry the Cable Guy. I know that much for sure.
God, I hope not.
No. Also has a hood. Mater doesn't have a hood.
No.
He's a poor beat up old fucking truck. Anyway, so he tells all of this to Wendy, the bartender. There is this moment of like quiet tension. There's nobody else in the bar. Holiday tunes are sort of low and croony. You know, Bing is in the background. Have yourself. And her pussy is visible through the front of her leggings. That's the other thing that he notices. I'm not fucking kidding. I'm not kidding. Holly, listen to me, baby. If you ever use the phrase missile camel toe again, I'm going to kill you. That's an empty threat. I would never do such a thing. If I ever saw you, I'd kiss you on the forehead if it was given consent. But why did you call it that?
Well, meet me under there.
Right. So anyway, eventually Wendy suggests that he needs to get some tension out. He needs to share that big load that he's carrying.
And he's a truck.
He's a truck.
Like an actual...
he's Mater.
Just truck.
With a Christmas tree in the back of him.
But it's just a truck.
He's a fucking truck.
Not like shifting.
No, just a truck.
Got it.
Just a truck. Also not actually like Mater. He doesn't have eyes or a face or any of that. I'm just telling you.
Just a truck.
A truck. Yeah. So she suggests that he needs to share that big load of his. Yeah. And he's like, emotionally? No. Physically. She wants to show him new and wonderful things to do this holiday season.
Yeah.
And he's a little concerned because he doesn't really have practice in this arena. How could he? He's a truck. But that's okay. She is here to take care of him. So first she makes out with his headlight for a while, which gets his engine revving. And then she plays with the pine needles of his Christmas tree. The Christmas tree that's in the bed of his truck is his dick. How does that work? I don't even fucking know, because it's like a full-size Christmas tree. Don't ask me questions, but that's the dick part. So.
You can't say the Christmas tree in the back of this truck is that truck's dick.
I can.
And then immediately go, do not ask me questions.
I can't. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody but me. Fine. And I don't feel like explaining it right now.
I am BCCing Holly Wilde on this.
Anyway, so yeah, the tree is the dick part. She pleasures his bark orally. That's what it said in the book. I don't know what that means, man. Before stripping down and climbing up on top of his cab to get into boot knocking position with the tree, because the tree is his cock. It even has, I think, I think it has a star on it. I don't know. So she, again, do not ask me how, quote, splits his woman wide with his girth and fucks her for all that he is worth. I don't know. Stop looking at me like I know, because I don't.
Jesus.
So he gets super into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's super into it. They're both getting really close. And she smacks him hard on the side of his cabin, which revs him up even further. He's like, oh, hell yes. And he comes, and then he gets smacked on the side a couple more times until he comes to, and then he realizes that he has been asleep this entire time. He just had a fucking wet dream and came all over the couple currently sitting there getting their picture taken with him. It was all a fucking dream. All of it.
What? Jesus. that's a hat on a hat.
I know. I told you, flagrant misuse of the "it was all a dream" trope. But it was all a dream. And the person smacking him on the side to wake him up is doing so because he is having an orgasm all over their customers right now. And this was like an engaged couple. They were there to get, I don't know, their wedding pictures taken or something, or their engagement announcement. Fuck, I don't know. And so she uses the word flocked when she describes it. And I don't know if that means that what's actually happening is not cum, or if it's like spray
like
snow.
Yeah.
It's they have to start like unplugging things because there's so much of it, and like there's also words like gooey involved. So I think in my head it was like that spray on snow. Like, did you ever use that stuff? Yeah, it was like that. And the guy from the couple who was getting their picture taken is furious right now.
Yeah.
And the woman is like, this is so funny. Let's get the picture taken. It looks like we're in a snow globe. And it just fucking fades to black. And you're left having to process all of it like a Black Mirror episode. I mean.
Not unlike that anime we watched last night. For 40 of the 41 minutes, I don't know how to get out of this suit. And all
the whole plot.
I know how to get out of this suit, and it will kill the person trying to take it from me.
Seriously. It's implied that he was told how to do that in a flashback that took 5 seconds but did not include the information, only the implication that she told him how to do it.
And scene.
And that's anime for you.
Metal Skin Panic Maddox is the name of that one.
Maddox-01.
-01. Yes, thank you. Oh my God.
And it's available for free on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll link it.
Yeah.
Holly. What are you? Wow.
Fucking Holly Jolly Christmas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's wild.
Okay.
I know. It's so funny. And it's great.
How many more we got?
We have technically 2, but one of them is
yeah.
All
right.
The other one's kind of long, but I enjoyed that one a lot. Okay, so
Let's get to it.
Okay, the third story in this book is called Onomatopenis. And this is Onomatopenis in its entirety. I'm going to read it for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Dong. That's it. It's just the word dong on the page. It's beautiful. It's so fucking funny. I messaged Holly to tell her that I read it and that I thought onomatopenis was the funniest thing in the book. It was pure genius.
It is.
And she was like, I'm glad I left it in because I thought about taking it out. No.
That's genius.
It's perfect. That's so fucking good.
That is a perfect joke.
It's so funny. It has a cover and everything. Because Mr. Wilde does all of her covers, so he just made a cover with like a snowy background that says onomatopenis in the font. But it's so good. It's so good. I can't. I love it. If I were her and I really wanted to amp that up, I would print it out with 300 pages of blank nothing. And the like full copyright, everything.
Yep.
And all the front matter that you need.
Library of Congress.
All of it. ISBN.
Yeah, yep, ISBN and everything.
And then
Bibliography.
one word. Chapter 1. Dong. The end. We have to flip all the way to the back to get to the end.
The dedication page.
Yeah.
the
Everything.
author photo,
I would do that shit.
Index.
Yes.
Indices.
And I would give one to every single one of my family members for Christmas.
Footnote.
Yep. I would do it. I'm not much of a troll, but that's next level brilliance. And I can't believe I came up with it. Now I want to do it. Okay. Let's move on to the fourth one, shall we?
Yeah. This is actually running kind of long.
All right. Oh, good.
I mean,
okay.
not super long, but you know what I mean. Longer than we expected.
Yes. So our last story is called One Night Stand with the Candy Cane Man, a Christmas Skeet Cute. Which again, Holly, I think you're better than that, but what the fuck do I know? So our once again completely unnamed FMC is celebrating her winter holidays by taking a vacation. And thanks to a last-minute cancellation, she was able to get a room at the Mystic Meadow Manor for Christmas. Mystic Meadow Manor is a very curated B&B. It's got like dark Victorian vibes that's really offset by the current holiday decor. It is in Salem, Massachusetts. That's why it's got this whole aesthetic going on, right? Why did our FMC choose to go to Salem, Massachusetts for Christmas? I mean,
in December?
Yeah. At Christmas time, it could be quite beautiful to be in Massachusetts, assuming that you didn't get either their horrible, sleety, gross rain that just turns into slush on the ground, or 37 inches of snow and now you're never leaving.
Yeah.
Because those are both options in Massachusetts.
As somebody who spent a winter in Boston, I know.
So why did she choose to come to Massachusetts specifically? She is terrified of witches. And she is equally intrigued by them. So she decided to come to the epicenter of American witchcraft, Salem, Massachusetts. And she has spent the last few days wandering around town, having a good time, enjoying her holidays. When we meet her, she's just coming back to the Mystic Meadow Manor after going to an oddities and antique shop where she bought a leather-bound book that the shopkeeper claimed was an authentic grimoire from the 1600s. Now, we are going to suspend our disbelief that you would sell a random person on the street an authentic 1600s grimoire, because no one would fucking do that. That's insane.
400-year-old book.
Yeah. You're either keeping that shit to yourself or you're giving it to, like, selling it to a museum for more money than I can imagine.
It belongs in a museum.
Yes, exactly. But no, you're selling it to this bitch for like $45 on Christmas Eve. And the reason she bought this book is, again, because she's terrified of witches. So she kind of feels like titillated, that weird fear titillation by reading the grimoire and seeing the witchcraft or whatever. When she gets back to the B&B, the first thing she does is look for the incredibly sweet, incredibly handsome Frenchman that she has met while staying here. His name is Henri. They had an adorable meet cute earlier in the week where she spilled coffee on him, etc., etc. They have moved past the awkward small talk phase, and they are now in the doing under the pants hand stuff at the dinner table. I swear to God, that's like the second paragraph. He's just got a hand between her skirt and her panties, playing over the panties, but whatever, under the table. It's Christmas Eve. They've got whatever the hell they've got going on. The rest of the table doesn't really seem to notice what's happening. And a few minutes into dinner, after they've eaten or whatever, they excuse themselves to go find Henri's phone. Why is that a two-person job? I don't know. But they leave the table. All the other dinner guests are still there. They go up to her room where they have what starts with a very like sensual and tender makeout up against her door for a little while, and then he gets on his knees and like fingers her in the hallway, right there in the hallway, to her first orgasm, which is again crazy, my dude.
Halls, man, liminal
spaces. For real. But she made a little too much noise during all of that, and they hear someone coming maybe up the stairs or like some movement at the dinner table, like someone is going to come check. So they just sort of quick sneak into her bedroom to continue with what they were doing. Inside the room, they do not waste any time. They get straight to the fucking. I mean, it's awesome. It's perfect. They have a fabulous time. When he finishes, he pulls out, he comes all over her chest and belly, and then he wraps her in the really nice B&B robe, and he tells her not to wash herself off. He wants her to stay filthy like that. And she's titillated by the whole thing. And she agrees to all of that. He goes to fetch a bottle of wine, and they share that, and they snuggle into bed. He has no intention of leaving again. She has no intention of leaving again. They're probably going to fuck again in a little while, maybe. Okay. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Once they are settled in, she grabs the grimoire that she bought and she starts flipping through it. Henri drifts off to sleep beside her, and then she is about to go to sleep herself, but she finds this spell that's like scrawled into a corner, not part of the original body of text. It's weird. She reads out this spell that's written again in the corner of this book with a bunch of funky sigils and stuff, and it says, "Sugar's charm and passion's will through fornication essence spill. Beware of what they doth ignite, for red and white entwine tonight. So shall he stand stiff and sweet, a candy cane from head to feet." And she's like, did I just read a spell about cum and candy canes? This is not a 16th century fucking anything.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. She closes it and she goes to sleep. She's like, fuck, never mind then. Okay. On Christmas morning, she wakes up and she turns over to greet Henri and finds a candy cane on his pillow. And as much as she wants to believe that like he went to get breakfast and left her a sweet little candy cane as a gift, or even he fucking ghosted her like a douchey Frenchman, tabernacle, I put that in my notes. She knows the actual truth of it. Magic is real. She read a spell from a real grimoire and she turned her sex partner into a fucking candy cane.
Naturally.
So she starts frantically flipping through the book, trying to find a solution, and she finds another part of the spell that says, "If love is true, here's what to do. Take the man and make him new." And she's like, what the fuck do you mean love? I've only known this dude for like a couple of days. We had great sex. That is not love, you know? Mm-hmm. But she has to try because she feels responsible for having turned this man into a candy cane. So she cradles him in her hands and like she brings him up to her cheek and she's like petting him. She whispers to it that when she says like, "My darling Henri, you always made me come first, and that's why I love you," or something. And I loved that about you, or whatever. But she's like, this isn't, what am I supposed to say? Like, he didn't give me a kidney, you know, he gave me dick. Yeah. I can't. So,
and he kept it.
I don't know. Like, I didn't take it from him. I just borrowed it for a little while. And anyway, so she grips this candy cane tight. She focuses as hard as she can, but nothing is happening. Maybe he needs a kiss. So like she tries a gentle peck. That doesn't work. Like full on minty makeout doesn't work. She goes through this like little panic spiral in her head thinking that she's going to end up on some true crime show because she's the reason that this foreign man got disappeared in Salem, Massachusetts or whatever. And then it kind of hits her. If they're talking about love, there are a lot of different kinds of love. And I wasn't loving on his heart last night. I was loving on his dick. So maybe I have to do that some more to fix this. So she tries a full-on blowjob, like pouring all of her quote unquote love and desperation into sucking this candy cane. She gets herself comfortable in a little pillow like position, and she gives him the blowjob of a lifetime. Okay. But she realizes pretty quick that this is melting it away.
Yeah.
And
seems counterproductive.
She needs to stop. Yeah. She starts to cry. She starts to apologize to this candy cane, saying that she's like, I can't save you. I didn't love you. I only loved your dick. You know, she's having a full meltdown. She sulks for a little while and she's like watching the flakes of dried cum, like slough off her stomach, which ew. But this gives her the idea that if him coming all over her is what started this, then her coming all over him is what's going to have to end this. I don't know. Juxtaposition and duality. Yeah. Sure. You got to try something. So she is out of options otherwise, I guess, because she ends up fucking the candy cane. That's what she does. Yeah. The curvy end is obviously his head or something. And the straight end goes into her pussy. And I started to imagine both a horrible burning sensation and the subsequent yeast infection. So I had to stop for a second and do a little shiver dance and put a disclaimer in my notes. The stinging and burning is indeed happening and immediate for her, but she fights her way through it until she can get used to it. And then she starts to move the cane. And she gets herself into this kind of like yoga riding position with the help of a pillow and her own hand to sort of hold it in place. And the curved end starts poking at her butt. And that's pleasurable as well. So she sort of gets that involved too. And she's riding her hand and she's riding this candy cane until it's working. She gets herself into like this desperate, frenzied kind of orgasm. It rips through her with a physical power that she feels sort of sweep through, like out of her and away, like through the building or something. Magic, right? And then there is an audible, sharp crack. And she looks down at Ollie, who is again a human being, but he is not looking at her. He is looking down at his own pelvis, and his face is twisted in extreme pain. And she climbs off him to find that his dick is a wreck. It is broken at a 90-degree angle and horribly purple, because it was never supposed to be a candy cane in the first place, right? Yeah. And they sort of stare at his horribly mangled cock. Both of them are naked and just like filthy, degenerate. And the door bursts open and the innkeeper and two other guests come in. They take in everything and they just start screaming.
Yeah.
And we fade to black as our FMC just sits there mortified, but very grateful that she's not going to go to prison because Henri is undisappeared. Though they will not be fucking again for a while.
Probably not.
The end.
Holy.
Yep.
Holly.
Yep. It's a holly jolly Christmas.
Oh boy.
In the most fucked up kind of way.
Well,
I loved it.
You come by it honest because I know it's the kind of thing you're into.
Hey! Nice job.
But thank you. But seriously, oh my gosh, Holly. The fuck.
I know. I mean, I've been effusively praising it the whole time, but it was a delight. And I had like other notes from S.A. Bird and stuff, but
insane. But again, titillated.
Yeah, a little titillated. Look at you. A little titillated. So you asked me what I am into.
Yes.
The answer is the incredible Dr. Pol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I've been watching lately. I'm in an old lady television phase. I like watching. I love Animal Planet, or I used to love Animal Planet. It was guaranteed to be on in my house for a long time when I was a teen. Animal Planet doesn't really exist anymore to me, but Disney has a lot of veterinary television in the was it National Geographic or who do they share a platform? Discovery.
Warner Warner or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, The Incredible Dr. Pol is one of those shows, and it is about a man named Jan Pol, who is a veterinarian who does both small and large animal veterinary medicine, farmyard medicine, and clinic medicine. He works out of Weidman, Michigan, which is somewhere like right in the middle of nowhere of the state near Mount Pleasant. And he's had a practice there for years and years and years and years and years. It is he retired eventually, and now he's got to be 80 something. But I love watching him work. I love watching the staff of his animal clinic do their best every single day to care for animals. And I really like farmyard medicine. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be a farm veterinarian, an equine veterinarian, but not, I didn't want to be like a show horse veterinarian or a racing veterinarian. I wanted to just work on farms, which would also mean I would end up being a bovine and porcine veterinarian.
Yeah. So you're like a farm GP.
Yeah. I did not have the personal follow through to make that happen. So this is how I get my jollies. I can't work on a farm or be on a farm. I live in the suburbs, but I like farms a lot. So I watch Dr. Pol work on farms. He's a delightful person. He's from the Netherlands, and he's been here since the 80s or something. He and his wife and their many children have a long established relationship with the community that I know because it's nearby. So I feel sort of a kinship to it. It's great. I love it. You one time said it should be called The Incredible Dr. Prolapse, and that's not entirely untrue because he does treat a lot of prolapses from cows that push too hard when they're calving. But yeah, that's what I'm into. What are you into, babe?
Oh God, we've been away for so long that I've accumulated just a bevy of things that I am into. I would like to give a shout out, an honorable mention to Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Yep.
I played that game.
French fucks.
Yeah, I played it, beat it. It was fantastic. I highly recommend it if you're into that sort of thing. But I've since moved on to a game that is almost a decade old now, but it's new to me, and that is Yakuza 0.
Yep.
And I love it because while I was in Pittsburgh, I met a woman who has the main character from the game is a man named Kiryu. He eventually goes on to be the protagonist of the main, I think it's the main entry, which came out in like 1995. It's a prequel. And he's got this unfinished dragon tattoo on his back.
Mm-hmm.
She had that on her leg.
Yes.
And she asked me what I thought of it. And I was like, well, I don't really know because I've been playing it for like 15 hours and I'm only on chapter 2. Because even though this very small city, the name of which I can't remember off the top of my head, it's so small in the game, there's so much to do in it. There's so many mini games that are so much fun and so many side quests that are so bananas that I keep doing that. And it's just so much fun. It's insane. But it also, there are times where there are these very dramatic, intense moments where it has like this hard-boiled crime element that I love as well. So it just shifts wildly in tone back and forth, and I just adore it. So Yakuza 0 is what I'm into this episode. And speaking of that, we don't know when we're gonna be back.
No,
we don't.
We don't. Thanks for coming on the journey with us, and we will come back around when we have the time and energy to do so again. But know that we love you all the time.
We always do. We always think we just got a lovely email from a listener named Jennifer. Thank you so much for reaching out and telling us that you missed us. And I told you we had an episode coming, but I think even then I was like, oh, it'll be out tomorrow.
Nope.
No.
Sorry.
Didn't. But as always, thank you all so much for sticking around with us. We really appreciate it. We will have another episode for you sometime in the future, but in the meantime, you can find us on social media. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky. All of the links are in the link tree, which is down in the show notes. If you would like to email us like Jennifer did, please do so, cheapsmuttpod@gmail.com. As always, there is a link to this book in the show notes. It's never an affiliate link. We don't get any money from the link. We are just trying to help the authors out. We no longer have our Patreon, but if you would like to support us financially, you can do so on Ko-fi or Coffee. I don't know how it's pronounced. The link is in our link tree as well. We are, as always, running a special offer where if you did not support us previously on Patreon, you have access to our Patreon bonus episodes. This is the only place that you can listen to them is basically if you make a donation on Ko-fi and then you tell us on that Ko-fi or email me, tell me what you want, I'll get you those bonus episodes. But that's the only way that you can hear those episodes. The music that you hear in this and every episode is called Storytime by me, Max Joy.
Listeners, remember, if there is a book in you, write it. And if there's fucking in it, I'll read it.
And then she'll come on this show and explain it to me for your entertainment.
No matter how long it takes. Bye-bye.